Good morning and hello and welcome to another festive fun day out. I am using my new camera today, so if things go horribly wrong and there's no footage and this never sees the light of day, that's because I'm still trying to work out how my new camera works. Oh, there's always people, I've started a trend basically, where I've parked and there's always people that want to park next to you, aren't there? And you're like, no, don't park next to me in your like 20-year-old car. I'm all right, thanks. Anyway, moving on. Good morning from Bletchley Park. I am funnily enough in Bletchley, which is close to Milton Keynes, if you're not sure where that is. I'm here for a really fun festive day out today. I mean, I'm not sure it's going to be particularly festive. Blimey, the car park's getting busy. But we shall see. So basically, Bletchley Park is holding a Code Breakers Christmas event. So I'm here to see what that's all about. And I've not actually been here for, I think it was definitely before the pandemic, but it's probably about 7 or 8 years. So I'm really, really excited to see how I get on today. But also it's the prime place, the best place that I can come to in order to test my new camera and have a go with it. For those of you that don't know, Bletchley Park was a sort of code-breaking place for the Second World War. Without Bletchley Park, we would not have won the war so quickly and it would have carried on for a while. Basically, if you've heard of Alan Turing, he's the guy that sits on the £50 note. So if you've ever seen a £50 note, I don't think I've seen one myself. But he's the guy that's on the £50 notes, and he essentially, and his, not comrades, but his code breakers here at Bletchley Park in Milton Keynes, using the Enigma Machine, cracked the code essentially. I hope that's explained it in a simple enough way. So me and my geekiness and my computer geekness is here because this is my kind of thing. Oh look, I'm not going to video because that's unfair, but there's like a group of 7 what look like computer geeks that have arrived together. That's so sweet for a Christmas day out. I love that. Anyway, what else was I going to say? So yes, if you have seen the film The Imitation Game with Benedict Cumberbatch, if you've not seen it, you need to watch it. Benedict Cumberbatch basically plays Alan Turing, so it's a really good film, and it's done in a really nice way as well. But interestingly, I'm vlogging from the car again, but interestingly, earlier in the year, it must have been about September now, I went to because I review theatre shows in my spare time, I went to the Royal and Derngate in Northampton and reviewed a show called Breaking the Code, which is all about Alan Turing and his life. He suffered quite a lot of prejudice from being gay and things like that. Things were so misunderstood, and he didn't really receive the acclaim that he was supposed to at the time because he was gay. He was sent to prison, things like that. But that show, this is so random, but it is related to this. That show is one of my top 3 shows of the whole year. So yeah, there's a sneak preview for you, because I was going to give you my rundown of shows in my panto vlog, but I best get a move on because the car park's got really busy. I hope this is recorded. If not, we shall soon see. So here we go. There's a short film happening in here. Obviously I don't want to record that, but here are some of the, oops, testing out the new camera. Here's sort of the entrance to the exhibition, if you like. This is a dispatch rider bike. As you can see probably out here are some of the different huts. This guy is following me and it's really driving me bonkers already.
that one of us ought to make out. To do this, you of course have to concentrate on learning the Morse code until you hear its ribbons and letters. You can never relax. There's no repeat on one. If you miss it, it's gone. After 18 weeks of training, you're posted to a duty station where you work in shift. There's no time to speak when you're on duty. You're there to listen. All the concentration you possess. 2 taps of pencil. All that is necessary to call the attention of your supervisor to a message just received.
Hello, I'm now outside. So this is the main entrance building that I've just been into. I've inserted some clips to show you kind of the exhibition part. It's just a basic introduction. And then you just come outside. Look at me with the new camera. You just come outside and I'm going to look at the huts now. Okay, so this first sign here, it says, "Imagine arriving here at Bletchley Park in wartime. Apart from the armed guards, it looks nothing like secret government offices or a military base. On your first day, you were made to sign the Official Secrets Act, promising not to say anything about your work to anyone." And then I'm just walking outside now. I'm trying to think the last time I came here. The lady was like, "Oh, and have you been here before?" And I was like, "Yes, prior to the pandemic." "Oh, I must give you a map," she says. So this is Block B. I'm going to just flip the camera around for you. These were purpose-built offices for the code breakers. This block housed the sections that handled Enigma ciphers, used by the Italians, French and other European nations. Code breakers trying to crack unsolved Japanese codes also had their offices here. Much of the block was later occupied by staff working on naval Enigma ciphers, which the Germans had made increasingly complex. So yeah, this is Block B. It looks nothing from the outside, but when you think, oh my gosh, what the clever people that worked here were able to do, it's just insane. It's quite a nice mild day today. There's a symbol statue here. Can you tell I'm a Christmas teacher tired? There's a statue here. I've got the wide angle lens on, so I'm having to walk a bit closer. Oh, this public memorial for the veterans of Bletchley Park and its outstations was dedicated by Her Majesty the Queen on July the 15th, hang on, there's a leaf, 2011. I have decided against having an audio guide today because there's just far too many pieces of technology going on. So as you can see here, you can probably see my phone in front of the camera now. It's ideal now, I've got 2 devices. You can see here the mansion, which has connections to Winston Churchill. We will talk about that in a bit. It's such a mild day today, it's really nice. I will definitely be heading here later. This is a temporary exhibition for the age of AI. I'm not convinced it's going to be temporary myself. But that's kind of one of the reasons I'm here. I am in an AI working party at work with some colleagues from our county. And we're kind of launching AI across the county in February. It's December the 6th today. And thinking about AI and history and things, you know, without this place, without Bletchley Park and Alan Turing, we wouldn't be where we are now with AI. So I thought there might be some sort of exhibition here. So I'm really pleased. I can go into these places. This is Block A. Let's see if this is open. So this is a wall here with some different names on. Gosh, there's literally hundreds. I will find out for you. I presume it's people that worked here. I will find out for you why they are there. So this is the mansion here. The kind of, you know, main part of the park, I suppose. So that was hut 8, where Alan Turing's office was. Here's some bicycles. I didn't record it because it was just me and him, but one of the code breakers walked in and started talking to me and doing the whole like act thing. So you're just like, oh god, oh lord. Now there's some different festive things on today for, well, this month for Code Breakers Christmas. It says get creative in hut 1, drop in at any time between 11 and 3:30. And then there's join a rehearsal of a Christmas carol, which I do want to watch, and I think I'm going to go to the 12:30 one, and that's in hut 12 because that's about 2 hours away, and it gives me a chance to kind of acclimatise and things. It has changed a little bit since I last came here. So that was hut 8. It's very quiet. They've all gone into the mansion, but I'm just like on my own. So hut 8 was code breaking, where Alan Turing's office was. It's all really well signposted. Here, look. I think I'm going to go into hut 3 now, which is just in front of me, which is another code breaking hut. Just want to go and have a look. Oh, there's hut 1 here as well. Let me flip it around. Just honestly, it just looks nothing from the outside, and it's just in some random place in Milton Keynes, but honestly, can't believe it, what happened, really. Here, insane. Yeah, let's go into hut 3, and then we've got hut 6. So hut 3 and hut 6 were the scene of some of Bletchley Park's most important work. Hut 6 was the centre of operations to break the Enigma ciphers used by the German Army and Air Force. The messages deciphered there were passed to hut 3, where they were translated into English and analysed. The result was secret intelligence known as Ultra. So that's where we're going now, hut 3. Let's see if we can find any code breakers in here. So this has been recreated to its 1941 appearance. Look how big the door is.
What do your people like?
Nice. Just
Aw.
a woman.
Decorated for
And her
Christmas.
children. Her husband's doing his
Hut 3 sent its reports to MI6.
Must be worrying for her.
Yes. I think she's grateful for the company. And the extra ration book helps with that, of course.
What are you doing tonight?
God, I can hear him. Code breaker in the other room.
There's no doubt about it. These are flight plans for German aircraft escorting supply convoys across the Mediterranean to Libya.
We need to get these to the RAF and the Navy. See if they can track the escorts down.
It's just not like long ago, is it? Can't believe it.
Yes.
It's not even 100 years ago yet.
And if they attack the German ships, we have to make sure they don't do it again.
It's cute how they've
All right.
kind of kept it how it was in 1941. Look at this. Oh, how cute is this? said in this room there were 4 watchkeepers on each shift. Most were civilian experts in German.
To work out what the missing words are and then translate the messages into English.
I see. What happens next?
The messages are turned into an intelligence report, but to make sure no one knows.
So they've got some of the huts set up as they were, which is really cute. And they've got them set up for Christmas as well. They've got like paper chains and Christmas cards. You just can't believe it when you walk around places like this that it wasn't that long ago. I'm going to go back round here actually to hut 6 because I feel like I'm just hopping from hut to hut, but they're all kind of themed. So hut 3, 6 and 8 are the code breakers huts, so let's do that. I've done 8, I've done 3, let's do 6. I mean, it looks like we can make some things in hut 1 for Christmas, which is nice for the children. So this is the stable yard and garages kind of section. They all seemed locked, but this is kind of where the Enigma was first broken by Alan Turing and his other equally fantastic colleagues. There's not much to look at. You know, you just feel like you're walking around on your own. And I think everyone else has gone to the carol concert thing. So you're like, it's just me. Hang on, we have got some cars. This is about, so this is a GCHQ field office from Afghanistan in 2009. These kind of vehicles and special liaison units are still used to this day. So yeah, they provided a direct link between GCHQ's main building in Cheltenham and the team in Afghanistan. I'm not sure if you can see. So this feels very Steve McQueen, this dispatch rider motorbike. It's the 1943 Norton. Hang on. Oh, wrong way. Can you tell I keep toggling the camera the wrong way? Oh dear, it's just gone 11. So I'm just going to make my way to the cafe now. I'm feeling a bit peckish. I had Marmite on toast this morning, which I don't usually have, but long story. It was pouring it down with rain when I was doing my food shop last night, and usually I go to like 2 supermarkets. I couldn't be bothered to go to the second one. So this is going to sound really bougie, but I didn't grab my avocados last night. Scandal, scandal. Right, let's have a look. So I'm just going around the back now. This is the mansion. You can see, I can anyway, a little Christmas tree poking through the window. I will show you this properly in a minute. This is the outside of the mansion. And I'll be going in a little while, but I'm now heading to hut 4, which is the cafe. Please enjoy a selection of freshly cooked food, sandwiches, hot drinks. I'm hoping you can hear me because there's a really irritating child talking really loudly. And they've just spilled my flat white, half my flat white, on the table as I put it down. There was no trays, there was no... Oh, I was just trying to juggle the sugar, the camera, the phone. Oh, just jokes. But anyway, enough of that moaning. Merry Christmas. I'm enjoying a flat white, and let's see if I can show you because there's tissues everywhere now. The mince pie and something tart thing. I'm having a break. This child is driving me bonkers. You can imagine what it feels like as a teacher at a weekend. I kind much mess I made. All over the floor, all over my tote bag, all over the table, all over me. Anyway, do you like my festive jumper? Slightly embarrassing. Because one of the ladies on the tills at the entrance has got the same jumper on as me today. It's a good old Sainsbury's jumper from last year. As you do. Put my earrings in. I bought last week. So yeah. So this is Hut 4, which looks like the place I will probably come to for lunch. Because it's got hot food. Whereas the other cafe is just sandwiches. I said this to you last week, I'm not a sandwich kind of person. That's what this lady's just saying on the table next to me. She loves how they've kept it real, is what she's just said. They've kept it of that time. With the tiles and the brickwork and the huts, and it is really cute. Like I've said before already, I think I've said it 3 times already, I just can't believe that it was less than 100 years ago. I don't think people really kind of, these days, think about significant people enough. The sports stars are very significant, the influencers and all of that, and it's not about that. You know, there's people like Alan Turing or Sir Tim Berners-Lee who, without them, we wouldn't have cracked the code and we wouldn't have the internet. So, yeah, I think I'm going to head back now to, once I finish the remaining part of the coffee, I'm going to head back to the temporary exhibition on AI, I think, as opposed to going into the mansion just yet, because that's the special Codebreaker Carol concert at 12:30, which is about an hour away. So if I go to the AI exhibition first, that sounds like a good plan. Right, so just walking out of Hut 4 now. Back onto the main drag. And I'm going to go to the temporary AI exhibition now. Look at this behind me, how cute. Honestly, so cute. I forgot to say, oh God, some of the military, not real military, code breakers behind me. Let's see if I can get them in the shot. Oh, they're too far away. The lady on the front desk was saying basically this is not a special event thing or anything, but if you buy a ticket you get unlimited visits for the year. I said, unlimited? I thought it was just one more visit. She goes, no, it's unlimited. So that's amazing. Oh, they're too far behind. Where have they gone? Oh, they've gone there. They were dressed as like military people, not code breakers. How cute. It's a really nice day today. It's nice and mild, but because it's not your obvious traditional Christmas festive thing to do, particularly with children, it's nice and quiet. And that's how I like it. Okay, so I'm in an exhibition now in Block A called the Intelligence Factory, which is where they had to expand to once they'd kind of cracked the code. It's kind of just like a walk-through exhibition. And the guy was just explaining to me that the AI temporary exhibition is at the end of this. As obviously I'm recording this, I don't know how long that temporary exhibition is going to be there, but like I predicted, I think it needs to be there for the future. What this board is saying here is really true. So you're already discovering that there was more to Bletchley Park than code breaking alone, which is just so true. They learned an astonishing amount about their enemies even without reading the messages themselves. So they turned to machine power to help them with the complex codes and things. This is a holorith machine. See if you can see the photograph there. We used to have loads. And this isn't talked about enough. There was loads of women here stationed at Bletchley Park because they obviously didn't become in the army soldiers basically. So a lot of them were stationed here at Bletchley Park. This is so cute, look at this.
Information and how we use information is going to become ever more important, and the security and prosperity of the UK is dependent on us continuing to push.
So this is about what they would eat. 5 different meals as well as snacks were served throughout the day and night to 3 shifts of staff. And you got mince, potatoes and cabbage luncheon meat, beetroot and custard pies. Oof. I've kind of got them made up here. This is the Christmas menu, 1944. No vegetarian option. Fried cheese, sorry. Sandwich, sausages, jam tarts, apple pies. And then what on earth this is? Is it an omelette? Curried fish. Ew. Just get the hang of the camera as you do. This is a really nice exhibition actually. This is in Block A. I'm trying to keep an eye on the time because it's the... sorry, I'm just taking photos at the same time. It's the carol concert rehearsal performance thing at 12:30. Okay, so this is like an interactive board where you can read a memo and then choose what you think the outcome should be, which is really cool, particularly if you've got kids. And then this one here, this board here has got some really interesting facts. So Bletchley Park at its peak in January 1945, there were nearly 9,000 staff members. They had 2,483 snacks per week, 3,073 breakfasts, 24,742 meals served. Staff housing, 1,320. Amazing. And then they had, look, bottom left, 13,990 decrypts per week. Amazing. So I spent quite a lot of time in there and it's just gone 12 now. So I thought I'm going to go and walk to Hut 12, which is where the rehearsal of A Christmas Carol is apparently. And then I can go back to the AI exhibition in a bit. I feel like I need to have a proper look at the map to see what I've missed and what I haven't. Because it's self-guided, you have to be like, right, I've been there, having a great time. There's a family of about 6 or 7 people, including a handheld baby, a real one, wearing Santa hats. I can't cope. Look how blue the sky is behind me today. That's stunning. So it's a bit further down here to the Hut 12, where we're going to join the rehearsal for Christmas Carol, but it's a bit early yet. But next to it is the chauffeur's hut, so let's go and have a look at that. I've realised it's probably a bit of a boring vlog this week. A lot of me talking, I suppose, but if you like this kind of thing, or you have an up-and-coming computer scientist as one of your children, I would highly recommend coming here. I'm speaking specifically about my own school now. I'm head of computing. Let me just take a photo, hang on. Oh, hang on. Just getting a thumbnail there. I'm head of computing and I wrote our school's bespoke computing curriculum. Yes, I did. And I felt like it was really important that the children learnt about significant individuals in computing. And I put into the curriculum in year 6, our children learn about Alan Turing. And I would love for our children to be able to come here to Bletchley Park and look at this. I'm not sure how interested they would be. Maybe it needs to kind of be more sort of GCSE students, but look at this stunning weather. But yes, they learn about Alan Turing in year 6. So that's cool. Hang on, just 2 devices, man, 2 devices. I think most of my bag has survived the flat white spillage that I had. There are a few children here, not many. The sun is out today, which is ideal because you can't get this camera wet at all. So I'm glad I brought it out on a day like this. Last week would have been a nightmare when I went to the Wimpole estate. This Hut 12 is the Assembly Hall, which was built just outside the main entrance. I can't hear myself because of these children. In 1943. It's where they met and did rehearsals and things like that. But at the moment it says it's only open for educational groups. So that's a bit disappointing, but hopefully it'll open for 12:30. Oh, this is the family with the Santa hats on. They're getting loads of photographs in front of the mansion. That's so cute. Let's go and have a look at the sign. I'm going to flip round so you can see the sign, because there's quite a lot to see. And then by the time you've had a coffee stop and lunch, you know, it's not, I wouldn't say it's, you know, an 8-hour day, but it's a 6-hour day probably. So this is the sign. I have been into most of the code breaking huts apart from Hut 11 and 11A. I'm not sure I've been into the teleprinter building either. You know, you like getting a bit confused. I've been to Block A for the Intelligence Factory, but not for the temporary exhibition gallery. And I have not been to Block B for the museum or the National Radio Centre. So yeah, there's quite a lot to do. Oh. I'm just going to give you an overview of what's going on. So basically, oh, that is the children's play area. I was thinking, what is all this noise? Oh, a bit blustery, but nice and sunny. There are 4 vlogs before Christmas, before the New Year. This is the second one, but at the current time, I'm also filming the 4th one at the same time. So I've been vlogging a lot recently. I'm then going to take a break over Christmas, probably about a 3-week break, and then start vlogs again in January, with maybe a little bit of a trip reveal for next year. Oh, they're having photos in front of the mansion. How cute! I love it. It's a beautiful day, really nice day. It's got a bit busier here now. So yeah, this is the second vlog. Last week I was at the Wimpole estate, so check that out if you've not already watched it. Today I'm here at Bletchley Park, and then the third one I am filming after the 4th one. It's all very confused. Makes sense in my head. I'm not telling you where I'm going, but I'm going somewhere else once we've finished school. And then the 4th one will be between Christmas and New Year, and it is my pantomime vlog. Look at the blue sky behind me. I hope the camera's picking that up. Obviously this is the first time I've used it, so I'm not sure of the quality, whether it's going to be as good as my phone or better. There's definitely a few people heading towards Hut 12, so I'm going to just linger. I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, but I hope you've enjoyed this vlog. I've not finished it yet, don't panic. But I hope I've been getting on alright with the camera as well. Like, I've not been watching them back when I've recorded them because I'm recording too much. I hope it hasn't been too much tilting of the camera. I'm still trying to work out the gimbal because it either zooms in or tilts up and down, and I can't, it's always zooming in and I don't want it to zoom in. So I'm hoping that you've been okay with the camera. I was talking last week about Festive Days Out. It has been quite cute. Subtle festive parts here at Bletchley Park. But if you've got any recommendations for Festive Days Out for me for next year, I'm going to be getting on it fast and booking things. I've left it a bit late this year. It was all a bit chaotic when I got back from Morocco. So yeah, but I will, you know, be a bit more on it next year. So drop ideas in the comments of where you think I should go in the UK for Festive Days Out to get me in the mood. I hope you like my, I hope you like my Christmas jumper today. The girl at the visitor centre obviously did, because she's wearing the same one. Yeah, people are lingering now, and they've still got a sign which is talking about you're only allowed in if you're, oh god, hang on, there's a rush on. They've come out of the chauffeur's hut and then there's going to be a rush on. Will my little legs carry me faster? Interesting. So I have just come out of the dress rehearsal of A Christmas Carol in the entertainment hut, otherwise known as Hut 12. It was really cool actually. So basically they were pretending to have their dress rehearsal for the show. They were dressed in sort of, you know, the military uniform and everything. And then they had like audience participation, so it's great for the children. You know, if they said something like wind, you had to do wind action, or the door, you had to do the squeaky door. And then at the same time, I can get it out, we were given, she says, this code to crack, if you like, cracking the code. And if you saw one of these things, so like bag, hat, monkey, shamrock, you had to then obviously write it down. But one of the hat was a clue. So that would have been B, right? That would have been letter B. And they kept putting their hats on. So I wrote this right at the bottom. Something between SB, so basically it says SB knob, WMAN, man, and then another N. So I was like, eh? So then I was like, snowman. So I got the cracked the code, but they kept putting their hats on too much. So I was like, oh. So I'm not quite sure I cracked that or not. Anyway, everyone's doing the same now. It's kind of like lunchtime, it's 1 o'clock. So they're all heading off to have lunch. I thought I'm going to give it a few minutes and I'm going to head to the AI exhibition now. So like I said before, I'm kind of heading up a project back where I live. I'm in an AI working party in order to try and get the children involved within AI safely, legally. So yeah, this is perfect. So this exhibition is about AI. It's called The Age of AI. It's a temporary exhibition, and it's asking here, as these technologies evolve rapidly, so does the meaning of AI. Which one of these definitions fits your understanding of AI? So let's have a look as we go along.
About innovative techniques to increase the kind of...
So this is talking about the fact that computer technology cannot function without minerals and other natural resources. But companies such as IBM Research are trying to find solutions to these problems. I just took it upon myself to video the whole exhibition for the children at school. We're launching AI at our school in February, and I'm launching with a assembly. So I thought, do you know what, I'm going to make a video. So I have just done that and it was brilliant. Just having a few issues with the camera. Right, we are going into the mansion now, which looks like it's cutely decorated for Christmas. I have just swapped to my phone, which has literally no battery and I need it for sat nav, but it's just started spitting here. And when I was doing my research about my new camera, you just can't get it wet, which is fine. But yeah, I had no idea how much I vlogged today, hopefully enough. I've had a great time. I've had a much better time than I had last week at the Wimpole estate. It's worth the money. Just to note, I paid £28 to come in here today. It's a full day, definitely. And like I said, it's unlimited admission for the rest of the year. So not till the end of December, but for 12 months.
I just watched it already.
Oh, well, yeah.
Just restarted. Yeah.
Okay, so I was just in hut 11A where they had got, I can't say the word, but they've got the machine, if you like, with information on it. There is another hut there, but I'm going to just skip that for now, just aware that the light is going and I want to get on the road before the light goes, but also I have got my annual pass. So that is all good. I'm going to head now to the museum in Block B and then the shop, and then I'm going home. But yeah, honestly, great day out. There are a couple of bits I have missed intentionally. This is the D-Day building here. I've been here about 5 hours, getting a little bit tired, so yeah, just gonna do the museum and then go home. But it means that I've got a couple of things to have a look at when I come next time. And again, it's spitting. I'm a little bit worried about my new camera. The thing is here, there's so much information as well, so it doesn't matter that I've got another 12 months to come again, because I can read it then as well. I've focused on different aspects today, but there's so much to read, which is really, really good. It's really, really good value for money. The sun is starting to set here now at Bletchley Park. I hope you can see the changing light. I've had a fantastic day. I don't know why it's been so long since I came here, but honestly, it's been brilliant. Hello, I'm just walking back to the car now. I have had a fantastic day here at Bletchley Park. I will definitely be using my unlimited annual pass this year. There's a couple of bits I've kind of intentionally left, but I think that clock ringing signifies that it's 3 o'clock, so I quite like to get on the move before it gets too dark. I have just bought myself there's a car park next to me, rude. I have just bought myself a Christmas decoration. I don't actually have a Christmas tree this year, but the plan is to get some more Christmas trees next year and put some things onto there. So that's the start of my collection. Honestly, what a brilliant day. I'm aware it's not everybody's cup of tea. It's not everyone's idea of a festive fun day out. Honestly, a really good time. I've only been here 5 hours. That's my phone saying it's running out of battery and I've left my battery pack at home. But obviously it's an annual pass. I was feeling a bit tired, like I've got things to do at home. So I can come a limited amount of times. The woman on the desk said you can come every day of the year if you would like to. I was like, what? So yeah, I've intentionally left a couple of places to look at. The museum part was the main part that I remembered, and I should have done that first. It's about Alan Turing, so I will do that next time. And probably, like I said, our year 6s learn about him, so I will probably do like a little video for them next time. But if I come in sort of the spring, summertime, it's a bit warmer and it's open later, so I will do that, definitely. Let me just press that. Honestly, fantastic time. I think you've got to be interested in this kind of thing, and I think if you're bringing children, they've got to be interested in that kind of thing. If you have a potential computer scientist in your family, or you are one yourself, then you have to come here. Like, it was brilliant. They'd made a real effort with the Christmas things, the decorations, the food was themed in the cafe. Like I said, I watched the rehearsal of the Christmas Carol. It was really, really good. I've had like 100 times better of a day than I did last week. Not that there's anything wrong with that. You know, you've got to experience the variety, but it was brilliant. Oh, great. There's a guy arriving. Oh, it's the Skoda driver. Not there's anything wrong with the Skoda, but, you know, just like, why did you have to park next to me? I'm aware this is a bit strange because I'm in my Christmas jumper. Oh, he's off. He's completely gone. But yeah, honestly, I would really recommend it. So I've been at Bletchley Park in Bletchley, which is close to Milton Keynes. It was really easy to get here. I came off the M1. It was about 6 or 7 miles away from the M1. Great location. And actually they have the National Museum of Computing next door. And I was just asking the girl at the till there. I said, oh, I'm not going today, but she says it's a 5-minute walk, you can park here. So I will do that next time. I meant to do that last time when I came about 8 years ago, but I will definitely do that next time. So there's definitely enough for another full day out within the next 12 months. I hope you've enjoyed the vlog. It's been a bit specialist subject, you know, like if I was on Mastermind or whatever it's called. I hope you've enjoyed it. I've inspired you to go somewhere different. I'm not at an illumination trail. I know I went on about it in last week's vlog, but it's nice just to do something a little bit different, and I haven't been here for ages. It has been a bit chaotic with the camera angles and everything, the zooming in and the tilting. I hope that hasn't annoyed you too much, but I've got to have a practice before I use it abroad next year. It does really drain the battery. I will say this is really not interesting, but the SD card says it's got 13 hours worth of footage I could still record, but the battery, it's on 24%, and I've already attached the extra battery to it at lunchtime. Admittedly, it wasn't fully charged, but I can see how, like, I've not done a full day. Say if you were doing 10 hours, it wouldn't last the whole day. Anyway, I am waffling. You will see me next week where I'm going on another festive day out, somewhere totally different in a different part of the United Kingdom, a place that I have been to a few times, but I have never been to at Christmas. I'm hoping the weather is good. Thank you for watching as always. I have a target for next year, 2026, in order to get to 1,000 subscribers. That's one of my goals for next year. I would really appreciate it if you hit subscribe. I will be posting lots of UK adventures, travel vlogs, those kinds of things, basically travelling wherever. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope I've inspired you. And I hope you have a fantastic Christmas if you don't watch me before or you watch me after. And get your Christmas jumpers on. And that's all I have to say. Bye for now.